Hi guys, Cameron here, and welcome to another Fall of the Necromancer campaign video. This is a video series where I go through the whole of the campaign in the Curse of the Necromancer, playing both good and evil side, and we are on the second last scenario now. You can go into the playlist on my channel and you can see everything to do with Fall of the Necromancer and the campaign for it that I have done. This one today is Make Haste to Dol Guldur. This is Radagast the Brown, and there is kind of the map layout. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know how good it comes out on camera, to be fair, because I block my vision from my screen. But this is Radagast the Brown, and he is trying to get to Dol Guldur to save Gandalf and join the White Council, if I remember correctly. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through the scenario, go to a little bit of gameplay with a voiceover of kind of what was happening, and then do some closing out thoughts on the scenario and how it is going to affect the last game in this scenario. So, to start off with, the layout. The board represents the forests of Mirkwood. It should be densely packed with trees, bushes, and other undergrowths. However, the gaps between these should be wide enough for Radagast's sleigh to manoeuvre through. 4 spider nests are then placed, shown on the map. So you already now know that Radagast is going to be there and he is going to be on his sleigh. There is your good participants. Starting positions. The good player deploys Radagast touching the centre of the northern board edge. The evil player then deploys 3 spiders within 3 inches of each of the nests. There is objectives, of course. Radagast must evade the spiders in order to reach Dol Guldur, though the bloated, foul creatures seek to feast upon the wizard. That was something apparently I couldn't say. The game lasts until one side completes their objective. The good side wins if Radagast escapes the board edge via the southern board edge. So he has got to go 6 feet across, essentially, because it's played on a 6x4. The evil player wins if Radagast is slain. Quite simple there. If they stop him getting off, then great. We have special rules. Spider's nests is the first one. Good models treat spider nests as difficult terrain. Additionally, whenever a spider model is slain, keep it to one side. At the start of each turn, before priority is determined, roll a d6 for each spider. For each spider model kept in this manner. On a 5+, the model will re-enter the board via one of the spider nests. To determine where they enter, roll a further d6. On a 1, 2, or 3, the good player chooses where the spider enters. On a 4+, the evil player decides. Models arriving in this manner are placed anywhere within or touching the spider's nest and may act as normal that turn. Then the second special rule, and the last one actually, this is a fairly straightforward scenario. These are Ruscavel rabbits. Whilst riding his sleigh, whenever Radagast charges into combat, the sleigh will inflict 2 strength 3 hits upon one model that is charged. If, after the charge, Radagast is unengaged and has movement remaining, he may complete his move in any way the good player wishes, and may even charge again if able. So that is then going for impact hits, think Chariot or the Farharad Camels. I think that's a really good rule, actually, just going straight off that. Strength 3, not particularly good, but at the same point, you can always roll lucky, and we'll see what happens in this scenario for me. Participants, excuse me. Participants, good have Radagast the Brown on sleigh, and that's it. And then evil have 6 Mirkwood spiders and 6 giant spiders. Now, because we are playing this scenario, there is also a scenario campaign bonus. So these, because Radagast won in the exploration of Dol Guldur, which is the previous scenario for this part of the campaign, In the Make Haste Dol Guldur scenario, which is the one we're playing, if a Mirkwood spider hits Radagast with its webbing, roll a d6. On a natural 6, the shot misses and Radagast suffers no effects from being webbed. So that is going to be coming into play quite a bit in this, just in the sense of Radagast won both times, so both sides of that scenario. On the off chance that the evil player had won, which they didn't, so this doesn't matter. In the Make Haste Dol Guldur scenario, Radagast starts the game with only a single point of might. That's not particularly good for Radagast, so hey ho, we will see what happens. But that is our scenario for just now. You now know the rules, you now know what's coming, and we can go over to the gameplay and you can see exactly how this goes. So, here we go. So with this mission, we set up the board, as you'll see in a sec, and we had Radagast off to the left and then a bunch of spiders set around these 40mm bases, which we were using as the spider nest, and we had to get Radagast all the way off to the other side. It was meant to be him rushing through the Ruskaville forest or Mirkwood forest, whatever it was, but we did it. He's just come out of the forest and was going into Dol Guldur just purely for the terrain that we had. And as you can see, I was setting up spiders to try and block Radagast, but he does have that strength, those 2 strength 3 hits, if I remember correctly, on the charge, and things were just going from bad to worse. You can see the one spider that's flipped upside down, and he was paralyzed by one of the other spiders for the full game, and spiders were just not doing well for me in the early game, and it was only kind of after I started surrounding Radagast that we managed to get the ability to kind of charge him and web him and then make sure that he did die. And luckily enough, as evil, I did win this scenario. It certainly was harder, and I managed to finally knock him off his sleigh, and then it was just the point of how quickly can I kill him. There was a couple of dice rolls and keep on going to try and cause wounds and everything, but it just was not working for me too quickly. But I was taking wounds off him, and that was the nice thing about it. And then kind of one more turn later, I was able to kind of take Radagast off the board and be able to murder him with my venomous things. And as you can see here, trapped on the ground, and it was just how many 6s could I roll, and he got off. So that is me winning as the spiders, and then we re-racked, and this is now Matthew playing as the spiders. Now, Matthew did a slightly different tactic to me, kind of spread over the board, didn't clog up the back. As you can see, Radagast here using his woodland creature ability to great effect by flying. If it fits, it sits was kind of our rule. And what happened here actually was Radagast moved up and was just kind of trying to go up one of the flanks and see how quickly he could move and move away and all that sort of stuff. But actually, on turn 2 of this, I was actually deslayed because the paralysis managed to get off the webbing, and that means you get kicked out of your sleigh. The thing is, what happened was I kept on calling Nature's Wrath and doing various things to kind of try and secure my way, and I managed to get up the board slowly but surely. Slip of the tongue there. I did manage to get up the board, and I was getting trapped like this, and I can't remember what I came down to eventually. I might have been like 1 wound and no fate, but I was getting up, and you can see that I'm just running and constantly running. And Matthew was just trying to web me the whole time, and the times that I managed, I was getting 6s, so it meant that the webs didn't take effect, and it was just running and running and running, and eventually I got to the end. I was pretty much 1 move away. I mean, this is still 2 moves away, but 1 move away, and I lost priority. So I called a heroic move here, and then cast Nature's Wrath on my last 2 will, if I remember correctly, got it off. The spiders went prone, and that meant that I was able to get off the board, and you can see here Radagast moving off the board for me to win the game. Super happy, super stoked about the fact that I did it. There we go then. That is the second last mission of this campaign completed. and I managed to win it as both good and as evil, which I'm very proud and happy to say, actually, because I did not think either of those games were going my way at all. I was getting really frustrated when I was playing as evil, and then when I was playing as good, it was just kind of, I got slayed, whatever, dismounted, and it was just then a struggle for me to constantly be climbing up the board. Overall though, great game, really glad and really happy with how it came out and it all worked, and yeah, just super stoked that I actually managed to win this game. But that then means I have got campaign bonuses because we are playing the campaigns. So this means now when I'm playing as good in the final mission, in the Fall of the Necromancer scenario, Radagast may charge the turn in which he arrives. So that means that I'm able to charge and hopefully get one of the Nazgul on that charge, although I won't get the charge bonus or the knockdown charge bonus things that we got in this mission, which is a bit of a shame because it's not actually a rule. The strength 3 hits I'm on about. As evil though, in the Fall of the Necromancer scenario, Radagast starts the game with only a single point of might. So that means that when Matthew is playing as good, he will only have 1 point of might as Radagast, which, to be fair, is going to be a real big struggle for him, I reckon at least, but hopefully that then means that I can do something with this, and hopefully that means as evil, I can beat his vanquishers on the Necromancer and completely change history, kill Gandalf, kill Saruman, and then my Necromancer can rise to power. But we will see what happens. All I can say now, though, is please check out the playlist of everything for this scenario. There's lots of stuff still to come, and there's been lots of stuff already. We are going to look at a little bit more in this book and what it has to offer, along with everything that I've done for this campaign, including a terrain piece, which will get its own quick video anyway by itself. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Please use my affiliate links down below. There's Element Games and Noble Knight Gaming. I would really appreciate anyone who uses them. It gives a kickback to me, which allows me to buy wonderful stuff for the channel. And like I say, don't forget to check out the playlist below. Thank you very much for watching though. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye-bye. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and use my affiliate links in the description below. Take care and bye-bye.